Hi guys, it's Tristan Plays here, and we're with Marfel. Say hi.
Hello.
And like the title suggests, we are doing a Premier League prediction. Isn't that right, Marfel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
we've both got on Snapchat, put our teams down, and yeah, it's gonna be our predictions. So I'm gonna go from bottom to top, so like 20th to first, and we're gonna both say our 20th like place at the same time. Well, not at the same time, like after each other, and same with 19th and so on and so on. All right, so let's
Yep.
get started with the video. All right, in 20th place, I've put Cardiff. I haven't really heard anything that Cardiff in the transfer window for Cardiff, and I don't think they're a match for the Premier League, in my opinion. Yeah, that's why I think they'll come 20th.
Well, alright. So, last place, 20th. I think Fulham's gonna come last. I don't think they've given me an expectation that they're gonna do well. They were lucky enough to get out of the playoffs and win it, 1-0. So, really, that doesn't show me they're good enough. So, that's why I chose them for last place.
Alright, 19th, Brighton. To be fair, Brighton, they didn't really surprise me, or like blow my mind coming into the Premier League. So, yeah, and they haven't really been that active during the transfer window as well. Yeah, I think they'll come second last and get relegated. Alright.
For me, second last will be Cardiff. Same thing with Fulham. They didn't really do anything in the transfer window. They didn't upgrade their team. When you're in the Premier League, you need to step it up. So, for me, if they want to get up to surprise me, they need to get some transfers in. But I don't think I've seen them do one. So
And
that's why I chose them second
mind you,
last.
this is the date today is the 24th of July, so there could be some transfers coming in the next what is it 3 weeks of the transfer window left.
Yeah.
So yeah, just making that clear. All right, in 18th, I've gone for Huddersfield. Last season they did pretty well. First year in the Premier League ever. They did pretty well, to be honest, but I think they've had their run. I think they're going to get knocked out.
For me, to take the last spot of the relegation is Crystal Palace. Now, this might be a little bit of confusion, a little bit of surprise, shocker, but really, they were doing very bad in the first part of the season, but lucky to get through, and I think they came like 15th, 16th, something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember. Yeah. All right.
So, Crystal Palace don't give me an expectation that they're gonna do something well, so that's why I chose them at 18th.
All right. In 17th, I've gone for Fulham. I think they can just scrape out of the relegation zone. They were lucky enough to get into the Premier League, coming sixth, just making the playoff spot and winning all 3 games, I believe. Yeah, so they've got Young, a really good youngster, but I don't think he'll. Yeah.
For me, 17th will go to Brighton. Now, they did make it to the Premier League last year. They did pretty decent. And I think they'll stay in the Premier League again. They've done some decent signings. They signed a striker, I'm pretty sure, like in early May. And they signed a defender. So they're trying to upgrade spots that they need work on, so they'll just scrape out of relegation for me.
Right, in 16th place I have Newcastle. They were surprisingly knocked out in the 15-16 season and managed to come back in. Right, last year I forgot what place they came last year, but didn't really surprise me where they came, considering they were relegated. And to have their striker as Mitrovic, I'm not really confident Newcastle will do so well this season.
For me, I went with Bournemouth. They did okay. I really. They've stayed in it. They'll definitely stay in it. I think they'll be just enough to get through it. They haven't bought barely any players, and I don't think they're good enough to get out of maybe top 15. So that's why I chose Bournemouth.
Alright, 15th place, I've got Southampton. Southampton are like a bogey team. You don't expect what's gonna happen. They could come like 7th or 6th. You never know. Or they could come last. Who knows? I've put them in a solid 15th place. They have a decent side. They lost Van Dijk in the winter, well, England summer. I know you will say summer. I mean winter. I mean other way around. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they'll do it really well, to be honest.
15th, I chose Huddersfield. Now, I feel that they are way better than relegation. They will get out of relegation for sure. They will be good enough, but they're not good enough to maybe get to a good 12th or something, because they haven't upgraded the team, but they're decent and their coach is really decent. So yeah.
Right. In 14th, I've gone for Bournemouth. They're actually one of my. I really like Bournemouth. I favour them, but they don't have a quite good team to make it top 10. I don't think they'll get relegated. I'm gonna stick with 14th. They could go like 10th or 11th or something, but I predict 14th.
Okay. For me, 14th will be Newcastle. They have done pretty good in this transfer window. I think they've done about 4 signings, if you've seen, Tristan, or whoever's watching this. They will definitely get out of relegation, that's for sure. They've got a decent team. Maybe they can go above 14th, but I think 14th is reasonable for them.
Okay, so 13th, I've gone for West Ham. Last season didn't go too well. Yeah, they haven't, from what I've known, they haven't done well in the transfer window. I don't think. Haven't done any research. Yeah, but I'm gonna say they're gonna come 13th.
Okay, so 13th for me is Southampton. They are pretty good, alright? They might go above 13th because they've done exceptionally well in the transfer window. They've done a bunch of signings, upgrade their team, trying to use their Van Dijk money. So, but they'll probably reasonably good enough for 13th place for me.
Alright, in 12th we've got Crystal Palace. They didn't go so well last season, as Marfel said, but I think they might pull off like an upset and surprise everyone in the Premier League. Yeah, I don't think they'll go higher than they won't go into the top 10. But they won't go into the relegation zone, so I'm just gonna go for 12th.
And for me, West Ham. West Ham have done decent in this transfer window, or something. They've got a good team, so 12th. They're not going to go above 10th place. They're not going to go 10th and above, but yeah, 12th is decent for them, so 12th for West Ham.
Alright. In 11th, we've got Burnley. Burnley, they did exceptionally well last season for, like, you're just coming in the, what is it? 15, 16 season? Or 16, 17, I don't remember. For that, and then coming 7th, which is just, you wouldn't expect that. Yeah, I don't think they will match that this season. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with 11th for Burnley. Maybe they could maybe go higher, but 11th, yeah.
11th for me, Leicester. Now, they're usually in the 10th, 9th position, but I think they'll just go down a little bit. So, Leicester, a pretty decent team, but they'll probably go down one. So 11th.
Alright. In 10th, we've got for an upset, or not really an upset. Well, just a generous place. Wolverhampton. I've got 10th for Wolverhampton. Yeah. Wolverhampton did exceptionally well. In the second division, they came first, right? And they did it by a fair margin. They've got Ruben Neves. He's a young gun. Who else? They've got that right wing, Jota, whatever his name, Jota.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got many good players, and that's why I think they're good enough for the Premier League, and they'll stay in and possibly come even higher. To be honest, I think they'll stick at 10th.
10th for me, Watford. Watford for me have done pretty decent, to be fair. They've got a good team. Richarlison, Gray, decent team.
No, they sold Richarlison
Where?
to Everton.
Oh my god, I see. Okay.
50 million, you know, for him.
Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, but Watford still have a decent team. Still losing out on Richarlison. I didn't even know that. But yeah, Watford solid 10th place for them.
Alright. In 9th, I've gone for Watford. Like Marcel said, they were a really decent team, solid team. Not worth Premier League standard. They shouldn't go down the bottom half of the league. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 9th.
9th, surprisingly, 9th is Burnley. Burnley for me is a good team. They've done decent in this window. They did exceptionally well with the 7th place they got last year. So I think they could keep that up, but just go down a little bit. So 9th.
Alright. In 8th place, I've gone for Leicester. They sold Mahrez. They could be selling Maguire, but they have a decent team. They have Schmeichel, they have Okazaki, who's a good player. Yeah, they have Vardy. They have heaps of money from Mahrez to still make transfers. So I'm expecting them to come in the top 10 area. Maybe could push it to 6 or something like that, but no lower than 10th. I'm gonna say 8 for Leicester.
Alright. 8th, a shocker one for me. Surprise, but I put Wolverhampton. They just got flying with transfers in this window. They've done really well with transfers. They've got a really good side, strong team, finishing 20 points in the championship. First place, 20 points in front of second. So I've got to go 8th.
Alright. In 7th, I have Everton. Everton, they didn't have the best season last year, but they've made heaps of transfers so far. And I think they'll pick up from last year. They'll go better. I'm going to say a Europa League spot for Everton, 7th place.
Alright. On 7th place, I've also gotten with Everton. Everton, for me, they've done really well in this transfer window. I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe came 6th, maximum 6th. But, yeah, 7th place for Everton. They did decent. And now, we're gonna go on to the top 6, the one that you've been waiting for.
Yeah. So we've got the best teams in the league. Okay, 6. I've gone for Spurs. They have a really good team. They've got Kane. They've got Ericsson. They've got Laurie.
Ali.
They've got Dele Alli.
And Laurie's just won a World Cup medal.
Yeah. So I'm going for 6 because they could be losing one of their centre backs, Oliveira, to Man United. It's a really he's really linked with Man United, highly linked. Could possibly go there in like the next week or so. Yeah, going for 6 for Spurs.
6th for me. I feel 6th place will be Chelsea. Chelsea, they got a new manager. They bought Jorginho, but I think Sarri in his first season won't do the best. But maybe next season he'll do better. But first season he'll come 6th.
Alright, in 5th place, I have gone for Chelsea. New manager, to be honest, way better than Conte, in my opinion. They've bought Jorginho, who could have easily gone to Man City, but Chelsea picked him up. And, yeah, they haven't been that active in the transfer window, apart from Jorginho. So yeah, I'm going to go with a solid 5th place. Just missing out on the Champions League.
And for me, 5th place is a shocker one, but Manchester City. I know what you guys are thinking. That is such a dumb answer. But for me, I don't think Manchester City were worthy enough with this squad. They needed to upgrade some spots and they didn't do it. They've only upgraded Mahrez. I don't think Mahrez was the appropriate spot for Guardiola. So 5th place, definitely, I feel that City deserves 5th.
Alright, in 4th place, which is also a shocker, and the same team I feel just said, it's Man City. They bought Mahrez and that's about it. But there is no really need for Mahrez. They have Sterling, they have Sane, they have David Silva, Bernardo Silva. They have De Bruyne. So really, there's no real positions for Mahrez unless they sell Sterling or Sane, which I doubt they will, considering they are amazing young talents.
Alright, and 4th place, just scraping a Champions League spot, will be Spurs. Now, I feel like they're one of the top contenders, even though they might lose Alderweireld. Pochettino is very good. He knows how to work his way around his team. Same thing with Walker. People thought that Spurs would go down because of that huge mistake that he let Walker go to City. But he used his young talent, turn them into good players, and then finished in a top spot, came third. So I think you'd do the same thing, finish in fourth place.
In third place, I've gone for Man United. They're my team, my favourite team I support. They've made 3 signings. One of them, Fred. I'm really excited for him to come aboard. He should be playing. I hope he plays. He should. 59 million, I believe it was, for him. So should be starting. Should be playing a lot of games. Really good player. We've also signed Dallet. Really a young prospect from Porto. I think he's only 20. No, he's like a teenager. 19, I'm pretty sure. And we've signed a really surprising player. Not too proud of me and I for doing this. Bought Grant, I'm pretty sure it is. Forgot it was a goalkeeper from Stoke. We don't need him. We've got Romero as a backup keeper already. And we could have the signing of Alderweireld, but we might lose Martial. Like, it's a big rumour he's going away. He's not getting game time. So yeah, Man United third.
For me, third place will be Arsenal. Arsenal, who had a not the best season, came 6th. I've done exceptionally well in this window. They've bought Torreira, Socrates, they bought
Leno.
Aubameyang in January. They bought
Leno.
Leno, Lichtsteiner, upgrading all the spots that needed to be upgraded, and have done it. And they're looking to buy Gomez and I think Coman. So
And Lozano.
yeah, and Lozano. So good ups to Arsenal, third place.
Alright, second place, and I'm so angry I have to do this. It's Liverpool. I've got to give it to them. They've got a top team, man. They've got Shaqiri, they've got Salah, they've got Firmino, they've got Alisson, who signed a few days ago. They've got, who else did they buy? They've got Van Dijk. They have Milner, who went well last season. Who else did they buy?
They bought
Keita, Fabinho, like amazing, just amazing team. They've got Mane, yeah, Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, I think they're gonna do really well this season. I can't believe I'm saying it, but second for Liverpool. Can't believe it. I just have to do it, I'm sorry.
Second place. Now, this is a hard choice, but I think United will come second. I feel that United did get Fred. They have Pogba, who did amazing in the World Cup, so he's definitely going to shine, I feel, this season. They've got Lukaku that maybe will shine this season, so if they get that happening, they could definitely come second, but maybe first. But I feel second place, United.
Alright, and that leaves one team left, and it's Arsenal first. I know you might be very surprised, but look how many players they've signed. They've got Torreira, Leno, Socrates, Lichtsteiner, Aubameyang, who else? They've got Lacazette. They've got Lozano, but Lozano's about to sign. Coman could sign. You never know. Yeah, I said Socrates. You never know what could happen with Arsenal. They're going exceptional. Actually, I should say a different word because I've said exceptional so many times. They've done amazing this transfer window. And they've got a new manager, different tactics. And I think they're gonna excel this year. And that's first for Arsenal.
First place. If one of my friends or some friends are watching, Liverpool. I am a Liverpool supporter. It sounds stupid. Oh, Liverpool gonna win the league. We've said that so much times, but surely this is the year. We've got such great attack. We've got such great midfield. Maybe Fekir coming in. Hopefully he does to make the team even better. We've got a defense that's really good. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold are so good on the right back and left back spot. Van Dijk, who's amazing, and Lovren, who has proven to be a pretty good centre back now.
You see his prime at like 30, what's he, 31 now?
I think it's maybe 30 actually, 29, something like that. But yeah. And Liverpool just bought a Allison for 67 million. They're looking at spots that are weak, and that's why I feel that finally Liverpool come first.
Alright, that's it. That's our predictions. That's who we think will finish in those spots for this season coming up. Starts in, what's the date today? 24th?
I think it starts at August 7th, and we've recorded this at the 24th of July. Maybe the video come out maybe 25th or 26th. But
or today.
or today. But yeah, that's our predictions.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. Big thank you to Marcel for joining me today.
No worries, mate.
This is what we think will happen in the Premier League next season. Starts in a few days, or a week or so. And yeah, thank you for watching.